Welcome back to Mac Talk Sports, and they have gone and done it again. Football is still coming home. If you are English, you would be over the top. If you are Dutch, you are heartbroken. But a very entertaining game of football, especially the first half. I mean, that was really something special. The second half. Sorry, it became a lot more tactical. A lot of things have been controversial. Decisions, people not happy with the referee, a lot to talk about in the second semi-final, but the main headline is that the three lions are heading into the final to face of Spain for the European Championship, second straight final for England. So let's get right into it. Let's talk about the game. And as the game started, contrary to my belief, both the sides were really up for it. They both came right out of the blocks. They both started to attack. I thought that both of them would sit back and we would have a very a boring game, but I was proven wrong, and I'm really glad about that, because that first half of football that England played has been the best for the entire tournament that they have been. And it just shows goes on to show that if the players are given that freedom to play with the talent that they have, to let them attack, that's what they can do. But to be fair to the Netherlands team, they matched England at every point in that half. That was a really a great half of football, and it was the Dutch that got the early advantage. Rice loses the ball to Simons. He loses the ball to Simons, and then he makes the run and takes an amazing shot right out from outside of the box and scores a really great goal. The Netherlands take the lead, and it's a 1-0. But again, as I said, credit is due to England, that they did not stay back. They did not get down after conceding the goal, and they fought really well today. They were really good. It did not. He played the same team. I predicted that he would revert back to the back four. Revert to back four. He did. He played the same team that has been playing the entire tournament, but there was something really different from the players in this game. They were more active. They were more up for it. There was more energy. There was the pace of the game which they were playing. It was really fast, and I think that rattled the Dutch a little bit, but they themselves were up to the mark, as I said. England, they get a penalty, but which was, I think, not a penalty. I was watching the game on with the ITV commentary. None of the pundits, none of the commentators agreed the special referee that they called for the decisions. She did not agree that it should not have been a penalty. Everywhere on social media, every broadcaster, every pundit, nobody agreed that that was a penalty. But the referee, for some weird reason, decides to give it. Not only does he give the penalty, he gives Dumfries a yellow card, and up steps Harry Kane and he scores the penalty. Of course, there was no question about it. Speaking of Harry Kane, I did not want him to start. I think he should not have started. I said that in my preview as well, that he should not start, but he started. Gareth Southgate was not brave enough to drop him, and he paid for it in a way, because he had a stinker again in this game. He only scored the penalty. Apart from that, Harry Kane was nowhere to be seen. But one player that I wanted to be dropped as well was Phil Foden. But my God, that boy had a game. What a great game he had. After England go 1-0 up, they make a great chance. He's the one. He uses his trickery, great on his feet, beats two defenders, gets the ball under the feet of the keeper. But there is Dumfries on the goal line. He saves the ball, and the score remains 1-1. The Netherlands themselves, they get a great chance. Corner comes in, and Dumfries, he was everywhere in that game. And I like the way that he took that header. He went back a bit and then jumps in and angles it in the towards the goal. Unfortunate that it hits the crossbar and goes out. And the game remains, as I said, a 1-1 again. Then it was England's turn. It was like a boxing match, a punch and counter punch. Jack jab and another jab from the second boxer. England this time again, Foden was excellent. Saka on the right hand side plays in Foden. He takes a look, cuts back in, and takes a shot about 25 yards out, and it hits the crossbar. It was like Foden was on something else today. It was his best game of the entire tournament. And we finished the game 1-1, which I think was a fair result at that point. We come into the second half, and I think both of the managers went pragmatic. Both of them became defensive. The energy that we saw in the first half was not there. Both of the teams decided to like just control the game. They sat back, both of them, which in a way ruined the contest a bit, because if they would have continued the way that they did in the first half, we could have had a much better game than we did. And I think this type of situation suited Netherlands the most, because they had much more control on the ball. There was a period of about 15 to 20 minutes where they packed back. England kept on going back, but unfortunately for Netherlands, they were not able to get a proper chance out of all that possession that they had. The only big chance that they created was from a free kick, and Van Dijk's shot gets saved by Pickford. England, on the other hand, they were the ones who played were playing like Denmark. That Denmark had so much ball, and England were just waiting for that one mistake to hit them on the counter, and they did when Bukayo Saka was involved with the help of Walker crosses it in from the right hand side. Saka scores, and it's offside. Again, this was like the Saka's second goal in the tournament that got called offside, and unfortunately for him, both of the time he was not the player who was offside. It was his teammate. So the game stays at 1-1, and at that time you're really wondering that everybody could see that this is not working. Harry Kane has been like all over the place, and with the way, and I said this before, that the way Gareth Southgate likes to play, sitting back and letting the opposition have the ball and then trying to hit them on the counter attack, or trying to play the long balls. Harry Kane would not work with that. He needs to bring in Ivan Toney or Ollie Watkins. This game he went with Ollie Watkins, which turned out to be a great decision, but he should have played from the start. But thankfully for England, Gareth finally realizes his mistake, takes off Kane, and then but with Southgate, it's like if you like in Game of Thrones, they used to say when a Targaryen is born, you flip a coin, either he's going to be great or he's going to be mental. It's the same with Gareth Southgate. He makes a great decision by taking off Kane and bringing in Watkins, and then for some weird reason he decides to take Foden off to bring in Palmer. Foden was having such a great game. You have Jude Bellingham, who was anonymous again. I mean, this guy is literally living off his PR at the moment, because he has been so poor in the entire tournament, and for some weird reason Southgate decides that he should stay on the pitch, and he takes Foden off, which baffled me, but like it was his luck or whatever. There is some magic luck with Southgate. Both of them, they come into the game, and both of them are involved in that state. And not only me, everybody who knows football, who could see the problem with England, that they did not have the striker who could make the runs behind. Whenever they played Watkins before, or they played Toney, you could have that that accessibility from your striker. And today again he makes the run behind the defender. The defender tries to cut him in, but he is very fast for him. Palmer is the one who assists him, beats his marker from an acute angle, takes the shot towards, instead of going towards the near post as the keeper expected, he goes towards the far post in the 90th minute, and it's 2-1 England, and they are in the finals. Heartbreak for the Dutch, but I think this is the first England game where I can sit here and say that they deserved it. Like all the entire time in the tournament, I have sat here and I have said that they really did not deserve. But this was the first game where you can say that England really deserved to win this game. They were really good. There would be calls about the referee because he was horrendous. You already on social media they are calling him the man of the match, but I am not going to take anything away from the players because they were so good. They were amazing in this game, and they really deserve to win this game. I said that, in my preview, that Netherlands, if they have the ball for so long, if they're not able to create chances, it will hurt them, and it happened as well. As I said, they had like a good 15-20 minutes possession where England were so under pressure, but Netherlands, they never really created any clear-cut chances that could threaten Pickford, or that could put England in a difficult position. I really like the way they have played the entire tournament, but unfortunately for them, today they were not really up to it. England were a better side, irrespective of how the referee played this game out. There's like no denying that the penalty should not have been given, but still, it's football. Luck sometimes goes in your way, and luck has been going in England's way in the entire tournament. So maybe this is the time, this is the year, this is the tournament that a football might actually come home. But they have a big Spanish side waiting for them to stop them from taking football home. So we'll see what happens in the final tonight. Let England, English fans, they really deserve this. Let them be happy. Commiserations to the Dutch team and their fans. And congratulations again to England and their fans. We'll see what they do in the finals. Until then, let me know what you guys thought of the game, what you guys thought of the referee, what you guys thought of Gareth Southgate again as manager, and the Dutch team as well. Did Ronald Koeman mess up his tactics in the game? Let me know in the comment section below. Like the video and subscribe to my channel. Until next time, bye bye.